Grenada, known as the Spice Isle for its abundant nutmeg and mace production, is one of the most beautiful islands in the Caribbean. Its name, however, carries a history that stretches far beyond the tropical waters of the West Indies. Like many places in the Caribbean, Grenada's name reflects layers of exploration, colonization, and cultural exchange, revealing how European powers interpreted and reshaped the geography they encountered. Before Europeans arrived, the island was inhabited by indigenous peoples, first the Arawaks and later the Kalinago, Caribs, who had their own names for the land. The Kalinago called the island Kamerhoeg, though little survives about the exact meaning of this name. With the arrival of Christopher Columbus on his third voyage in 1498, the island entered European records. Columbus named it Concepcion in honor of the Virgin Mary, a common practice among explorers who frequently gave religious names to new territories. However, the name Concepcion did not endure. As Spanish explorers and later other Europeans mapped and described the island, they began comparing it to places they knew back home. Spanish sailors reportedly referred to it as Grenada, after the city in southern Spain famous for its Moorish architecture and rich cultural history. The resemblance may have been geographical or symbolic, as explorers often transplanted familiar names to new lands. Over time, the spelling shifted under different colonial influences. When the French briefly controlled the island in the 17th century, they adapted the name to Grenade. Later, when the British seized the island in 1762 during the 7 Years' War, they anglicized the name to Grenada. Each power that held the island left its linguistic mark, but the connection to Spain's Granada remained at the root of the name. This evolution of the name highlights how Grenada's identity has been shaped by centuries of European rivalry in the Caribbean. The Spanish first charted it, the French developed plantations and left cultural influences, and the British solidified control, integrating it into their colonial empire. Yet the name itself, Grenada, is a living reminder of Spain's early role in mapping the Caribbean world and its habit of transplanting Iberian place names across the Atlantic. Today, Grenada embraces its unique name as part of its global identity. Though thousands of miles separate the Caribbean island from the Spanish city of Grenada, the name ties it to a broader historical narrative of exploration, cultural blending, and colonial competition. The island's modern pride lies not only in its natural beauty and spice exports, but also in the resilience of its people, who have carried the name Grenada into independence and beyond.